Maybe? There it is. Jumping out from the tall grass, 3 creatures emerge as Adronis stealthily makes his way through, looking for potential trouble. I now bring you over to the battle map. Please select your characters and roll initiative based on stealth.
Oh, I did not click my...
Click your token first. If you did not, just roll it again. Take the first number, and you can edit your... You can edit your self in the turn order.
I think we may have been prepared.
Very nicely done.
Last time I did this, I disappeared. Did it fix itself?
It's fine.
Okay, because it doesn't. All right.
Ooh, they somehow rolled better. All right.
Wow.
So, rushing forward, these horrible creatures begin to emerge. And let's see. They are very dog-like. They have blackish gray skin with huge ocular cavities. Shadows begin to dance all amongst the ocular cavities, large fangs, and they burst forward in a run towards the nearest opportunity. And they are quite fast. Actually, Adronis, I have to roll for you real quick because you made a stealth check. Okay, I'm gonna roll this. They did see you, so we're gonna have this one go for you. Rushing forward towards you, this dog-like creature rushes forward as you're just barely glancing above the twisting grasses all around you. And then it will try and tear away a piece of your shadow. I need you to please make a fortitude save.
19.
Ooh, that is a success. You take no damage from this shadow bite. Then it will try to bite your flesh with an attack. 19.
It's a hit.
Okay, and it hits you for 6 piercing damage.
Nah. All right.
Okay, this next one is going to go up to Arcelia. And you had just only recently gotten off your horses as you were making your way into this beginnings of the Wildwood here. Arcelia, this one charges forward. You're sort of looking around a bit wildly, and you sort of catch it in your field of vision, probably a little bit too late as it rushes forward. And will try to bite your shadow. I need a fortitude save.
All right.
That is a fail.
Be careful. I think this may...
What are these things?
You take 8 piercing damage. And the shadow around you sort of diminishes, and you can see a wound in your shadow. The essence of your shadow sort of gets absorbed into the Temegir's shadow. and it sort of grows a little bit bigger. Then it will try to bite you. An 18.
I have my shield out, so it does. Oh, meets beats.
Yes.
Ouch.
And you take an additional 5 piercing damage.
Ah! These things have quite the bite to them.
The last one here will begin to do the thing that cats do where they sort of wiggle their butts as they're about to pounce. And as it does, moving through the shadows, it teleports behind you, Adronis. And will try to take a bite out of your shadow. I need a fortitude save.
17.
Ooh, that is just barely a make. As you manage to watch out, you hear maybe the sound of this creature appearing behind you, and you see it reaching out to bite not you but your shadow. An instinct tells you that you need to move, and you dodge with your shadow, avoiding its bite. Then
Is that how we playing?
it will try to bite you. That is a miss. Okay. Adronis, it is your turn.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm looking left and right. These things are dangerous. Protect yourself and your shadow. And I am going to. I don't like the positioning of these two, so I'm going to tumble through this first one. I think is it tumble through a bonus action or an action?
I believe it is an action.
Okay. All right, and I have to do an acrobatics check, right?
Yes.
That's in.
What did you get?
10.
A 10. That is... Ooh, very close. Unfortunately, it does not succeed. So, when you tumble through and you don't succeed, you basically don't get to move for that action.
All right. I'm just going to. I feel myself starting to get angry, and I calm myself, and then think of home, and then stare directly in the creature's face, because I don't know if those are eyes. And I say, "All right, I'll get serious, and I'll do intimidating glare towards the teeth." See right here. Okay.
Okay, you need to make an intimidation check.
A 9.
Okay, still might make it. Nope. It's a fail.
Okay, I guess for my third action, I'm going to cross my arms and hold my sword up into a formation attack, but at the same time, my buckler is across my chest. So I'll just hold that up in the, I don't think you take a defensive stance. What's it called? Dodging in this?
Raise shield is if you're using shield.
Okay, I'll raise my shield. And that'll be it.
Okay. When you raise your shield,
You get like 1 AC.
I believe that is correct. Let me just double check.
This is a buckler.
Raise the shield. Get its bonus AC. Yes, whatever the shield's bonus AC is. Okay. Alrighty. Let's So, can some Pathfinder person just double check for me? When you use 3 different kinds of actions on your turn, this is something I'm actually unclear about, and I think I'm going to struggle to find this in the book. If you take 3 different actions, if you use one of those to attack, is it considered the first attack? So you roll like the normal attack roll, or is it considered the third attack? Because that matters. You could just let me know. It is considered the first attack, says Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze, I'm guessing. Okay, thank you. Arash talk.
Yes, this does not look good.
Also, just to clarify, these are trees that are around, just so you are aware.
Yes.
You can assume the smaller ones are bushes.
Good. Good. Because I think for my first action I wished to take cover. Which these trees may indeed provide some decent cover. Basically, I crouch down and hope that some of these trees may indeed do that for me.
Okay.
Which will give me a slight AC bonus against these nightmares. Well, I will take a ray of frost at the one directly behind Adronis, in the hopes that I can do something to help.
Okay. The one behind you said?
Yes, and I doubt that hits.
Yeah, unfortunately, a 7 with your Ray of Frost is a miss. You see the icy beam shoot out from between some branches and sail past, freezing some of the tips of the grass nearby, but miss.
That's all I can do for now.
Okay. Yara.
Adronis? Adronis, are you all right?
I don't know if it's going to be for long. They're circling me.
All right. I'll start to move my hands, and you'll notice that a blue and golden kind of mist starts to form from them. Cracks start to begin to stretch across my skin as I go ahead and I cast Lifelink.
You know you don't like that. You don't have to.
Lifelink is a special spell, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
You know what happens when you do that, don't?
Do you have to make a roll here?
No.
Okay.
So with that being said, what is it? Do I take damage off of the... No, it's the first time he's going to take a hit. So the next time he takes a hit, I will be taking some of that damage for him.
Okay.
And from there, I still have 2 actions. So what I will do...
She did not heal you.
I will go ahead and I will cast a 2-action heal on him.
Stupid thing.
Okay.
Which should be...
And that is a ranged heal. You get a bonus on that when you use it as a second action, increasing it by 8. So this is going to be 10 healing for you, Adronis.
Oh, yeah, I'll be max.
Yep.
Thanks.
Okay. Is that it for
That's
your
my
turn,
turn.
Yara? All right. Arcelia.
I would like to turn to the creature, and as I look over it, I stare down the bridge of my nose and would like to exploit vulnerability. Oh my god, that's so long. I forget how long that is every time. So I have to make an esoteric lore check against a standard DC for its level.
Okay.
11.
11, I believe, is a success. Yep, that is a success.
Okay. I get to learn of its highest weakness. I can exploit that weakness or my personal antithesis. My weapon strikes will become magical against it.
Weakness is cold iron.
I reach into my satchel and I pull out dust and I begin to spread it across my blade, readying the cold iron dust and imbuing my weapon. And then I would like to strike with my battle axe.
Oof. That is a 9. Unfortunately, that is a miss.
I swing too wide. And I try to swing again.
Okay, this is your second attack, not your third, but a 20 is a hit anyway. Why don't you just re-roll that? Let's see what you get.
Okay, I did hit the attack number 2 button.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that is correct.
If you click it again, it'll be 3.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
It just does it underneath.
So
okay.
I've done a total of 8 slashing damage to it.
And you get your +2 from...
Empowering my implement.
So you get a +2 from that, plus whatever it does?
It's just flavor. I just do the additional 2 damage, and it's considered magical damage.
But is it considered cold iron?
The 2? Yes.
Okay.
It'll be a 2 flat, it seems.
So you don't...
And it's just flavor.
Since its weakness is cold iron, you don't get it additional damage because of its weakness.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's just flat.
Alrighty.
And I swing my axe down on it.
You cleave into this shadow-like creature. Black shadow begins to ooze from the wound. Is that it for your turn, Arcelia?
That will be my turn.
Okay. I need to make some rolls. Okay. Very interesting. The one behind you, Adronis, will strike. And it does have a bonus on this attack roll because it is flanking you.
Yep.
It will try and... first of all, it's going to do its Shadow Bite. I need you to make a Fortitude save.
11.
Okay, that is a fail, unfortunately. You take 7 damage, and 3 of that is negated, and Yara, you take 3 damage. Let's see here. You see part of your shadow get bitten into Adronis. This strange cold feeling washes over you as you see wounds begin to develop into the shadow. The shadow around the Temagir begins to sort of get larger and swirl around it. You see it sort of get bigger in size and look more menacing. And then it goes to try to bite you, and this time it's going to have a +2 on this attack roll.
+2.
23 is a hit for 5 piercing damage. What's your AC?
18.
Okay, so not
or
great.
19. Excuse me. With the shield.
Okay, that's another attack there, and second attack is a miss with a 12. Tries to bite you quickly and misses. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see here. The one in opposite position to you does the thing where it begins to wiggle its butt and You can see it jump into the shadow, disappears, and heads to you, Yara.
Naturally.
It appears in front of you, and bounding out of the shadow nearby, it will make its way towards you and try to bite your shadow. I need you to make a fortitude save.
18.
Ooh, that is a success. You managed to see this thing as it emerges from the shadows with the warning of a Dronus, and you manage to move your shadow just in time. It doesn't manage to bite your shadow. This strange shadow substance leaks out of its mouth as it tries to bite your shadow, and you sensibly get out of the way. It will sort of spin and try to bite you, though, with its teeth into your physical flesh. That is a 15 to hit.
Now, to clarify, when we were getting off of our horses and everything, I did specify that I took my shield out and I had it ready. Would this count?
Yes, I'm feeling some pity.
Then it does not hit.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll take my shield and I'll knock it right in the face. I don't think so.
It sort of howls as it misses its attack. Okay, the one by you, Arcelia, will try and bite your shadow.
One moment, I looked it up. So the way that weakness works is if there's a number next to the weakness of the creature, that's the additional damage it would do. The +2 is the base that I have as a personal antithesis. So that's like the minimum, basically.
Okay.
So if they have like cold iron weakness and it's a higher than a 2, then that's how much damage I would do.
It is, in fact. Okay.
Oh.
Took a little bit more
2
damage.
is your base.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, very good.
Okay. The one by you, Arcelia, will try and take a bite out of your shadow again.
Oh,
I need
God.
you to make a
Let's see.
fortitude save.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. 20.
You manage to get out of the way or shove the creature, putting it off its balance and missing. It misses the shadow and will instead try to bite you physically, going for maybe a leg and hamstringing you. That is a 14 to hit. I assume that is a miss.
No, I would like to kick it superficially.
It will try and bite you again. A 17.
That's a miss. You're gonna have to do better than that.
Adronis, it's your turn.
Protect Yara, Rasta! And I will attempt to demoralize it again.
Okay. Go for an intimidate check. Oh, very nice. It fails, and that is a crit. Very, very nice. I believe you get 2...
2 rounds of it.
2 rounds of... What is it? Fear?
Yeah,
Frightened,
it should be
frightened.
You're frightened too, and I gain panache.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna put a 2 next to my name so you know it gives bonus. So for those, so panache gives me. Not only does it give me +2 on my attacks, it also extends my speed +5. So now I have 35 movement. And with that, I'm gonna say enough of your games, and whip my blade around and strike at its head. Right. I have to put a 2 here. 24.
Very nice. There's an attack bonus as well, right?
Yeah. So that +2 is already in it.
Okay.
And it's cold iron.
Okay. Very nice. So the frightened condition, does it get a...
-2, -1 to AC. Really?
-1? Or is it -2 because it's frightened 2?
No, I think the 2 is only for 2 rounds.
Right.
I believe.
You're off by 1 to make it a crit, which is why I'm asking.
Yeah, crit is different, but yeah, by 1 for 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think you're literally off by 1 to make it a crit. Yep. Okay.
It is 2?
Yeah. Well, no, it would have been 2 because you had a 24 and you needed a 26 to get a crit.
I was just reading the chat. Okay.
Okay. I think it's just 2 rounds. I don't think it gets...
Yeah, it's 2 rounds. I know for sure it's 2 rounds.
It's not... Does it get a -2 to its AC? I thought it's just a -1 for 2 rounds.
Oh, critically success? Oh, it may. Let me see. Let me look it up. What is it called?
Yeah, the only reason that I care for this is because it is a crit. So if it manages to get it, then it is important.
Okay.
It's a -2 to respective stats, and it ticks down at the end of every round. Okay, so that is a crit.
Okay, so crits are +2. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Critically success. Okay, and then regular success was 1. That makes sense.
Okay. So go ahead and roll some critical damage.
I don't get bonus to crits, so...
You can just hit the button. This replaces the 8, I believe. I don't think it's 18 here, right?
That's something for the specialties and just things that we're trying to remember. Let me see. Let me look it over. I can hover over it. 1d6 + 2 is in there.
Yeah, it replaces it.
Yep.
Because it says ×2.
Okay. Okay, so 10 plus the cold iron. Now, does the cold iron weakness also get doubled? I think it's just an addition, right?
Probably would you just think it'd be flat.
Yeah, I think it's just a plus.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it does get doubled? Wow.
I'm seeing it's not. You apply a bonus at the end of the damage calculation.
Only weapons deadly do not get doubled?
Yeah, no, it's
because I'm not doing deadly 8.
Weakness is not doubled.
Okay.
It is just tacked on at the end.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Still very good.
Still a very nice hit. Adronis, you catch this thing probably like through that ocular cavity, you know, like you hear it like wince in pain as you strike, and you see shadows sort of like bleeding out of where you expect there to be blood. A horrific strike for sure. It is still up.
And then what I'll do is again, and I'll look around to see if there's any kind of sunlight peeking through, and I'll have it grasp my blade, and I'll smile at it and slash again.
Thanks for the help, chat. We've played a lot of tabletop role-playing games. A lot of us are extremely familiar with D&D 5e, myself especially. That's kind of like one of my specialties. I have like encyclopedic knowledge of that game. This game, we're going to be learning as we go, so thank you so much for the help. Okay, 7 on the second attack, which would be the equivalent of a 9. It's got lower AC, but that is a miss, however.
Okay, and I can move. I'll stay here for now. Why does my HP keep correcting it? So, am I doing this wrong?
Yes.
The red is my HP, right?
Yep. You definitely don't have 10 temporary HP.
What is, okay.
Green should be 0, I think.
But last time I did this, it messed up everything. So let me, 10. Okay. Is that right? It's not letting me correct it. That's the thing.
You have to hit enter.
There we go. All right. Yeah, I did it like twice and it was messed up. And it's still not showing correctly on the thing. I don't know why.
Okay.
I see it there.
Oh, it just shows 19 for me.
Arashtak, it's your turn. It is updated for us.
Okay. All right.
Yara, are you alright?
Doing just fine, darling. You see, like,
Good.
cracks in my face and light pouring out.
Can you hold fast for a moment?
I believe I can, darling.
Good.
Show us what you've got.
And I begin to have my claws glow as Magic Fang is cast upon them. A
Excellent.
green liquid seems to seep from them as it reeks vilely. I move forward quietly and quickly with a 5-foot step afterward.
Okay.
Keep its attention, please, as I visibly shake with some nervousness.
I curtsy in response.
That is all I do.
Okay. You've used all of your actions this turn?
I have.
Okay. Yara, it's your turn.
Okay, I think I'll play it safe. I'm gonna go ahead and reach on over, and you'll see a bit of that blue and golden kind of mist start flowing on over towards Arashtak. And I cast Forbidding Ward on him. So it'll give him a +1 to his armor class and saving throws. And with that, I think that is all that I can go ahead and do for this round.
Okay. 2 actions.
No
That's
attacks.
I would have to take out my my mace for that.
okay, and you are casting this on whom?
On Arashtak.
Okay. Okay, let's see. What can we give you, Arashtak? I will make a yellow circle on you. So we have a little reminder. Alrighty. Let's see. If that is it for your turn, Arcelia, it is your turn.
I'm going to do what I do best. Try to cleave this creature. Bring my axe down.
18 is a hit for 7 slashing damage.
Plus cold.
Yes,
Is it still up?
it is.
I do it again.
More shadow leaks out of this creature. The second strike comes down. You leave like a deep wound in this creature. You can see it is barely clinging to life, but it is still up.
I'll do it one more time.
A third attack. You try for this one, and it is a miss. And it's just a matter of exhaustion on this strike as the creature barely moves, and you still manage to miss, a little off balance.
That will be my turn.
The Temagears. Okay, the one that is next to you, Adronis, has lowered its level of frightened down to 1. And it will then try to strike at you, and I believe it's got a -1 to this attack roll.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it goes down at the end of his turn, not the beginning of his turn. Yeah.
The end of its turn?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the end of the round. At least that's what chat said earlier.
Oh, it should? Okay.
Let's see. Frightened. Unless specified otherwise, at the end of each of your turns, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1. So yes, it is at the end of its turn. Okay, so that would still be at a 2 for this. This is a 19 to hit.
My shield.
Is it raised?
Makes it 19. Well, do I have to raise it every round?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, then it wasn't raised.
Yeah,
But if it was a 19, it would still have hit you.
Yeah, 19.
Not if it...
Is your AC 19
Oh, make a break.
before
Okay, I
it?
got you. Yeah.
Okay. For 7 piercing damage. Then it will try and
7? Wow.
bite your shadow. Need a fortitude save.
8.
Uh-oh. For 7 more piercing damage, it takes a bite out of your shadow, and there's a bit of there's this horrible sort of cold sensation that creeps through you as you see part of your shadow begin to be eaten away and swallowed up by the Temagir's shadow. It begins to grow, its own shadow begins to grow larger as Adronis falls to the ground. Don't forget your hero points. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
Is Yara still taking damage or no?
Oh yeah, Yara's still taking.
Oh, I would have taken
that.
Yeah, I would have taken 3 for yeah.
Is it only the first
No,
round?
let me see. It's a sustained, I believe. Let me see here. I'll link it again. Lifelink.
Oh, did you use an action to sustain it? Because I think you
Did
have
you
to
have
use...
one action free?
You did, I think.
Hold on.
Because I think you have to use an action.
The spell
to
ends
sustain.
immediately if you fall unconscious. You can dismiss the spell.
Oh no, there's no
No, it doesn't say anything about a
cast
limitation on it.
magic. No sustain.
All right.
Yeah, it doesn't say like 1 turn or anything like that. It's duration 1 minute. Mhm.
Okay. Very cool. And
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
let's see.
So it would have reduced 3 for each hit.
Okay, so I take
8
damage. Okay, so all right, I'm not down. I'm 2 HP.
It's the first time each round that the target takes damage. Reduce the damage it takes by
yes.
3.
So only 3 points then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
So are you down? If you take 3
I
more
don't
points,
know.
you know?
Yeah.
You would take 3 more.
Oh, 3 more from. Oh, I
it's only the
subtracted
first time
it all.
each
So I had
round.
10. So
You had 10.
you take 3 points. That's 4. And okay, let me just do this. Okay, and that was
You'd be down.
What was the other
minus
one? Oh, 7? Oh yeah, I'm down. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay. First combat of this game, guys. We did a bunch of combat in session 0, which if you have not checked out and you'd like to, is available on the Patreon. We have 3 session 0s that we did. But it's pretty brutal at level 1. Pretty brutal. Okay, Adronis has fallen to the ground. Next, the Temagir that is by Yara, who's occupying its attention. It stays on Yara. Will be trying to bite your shadow, Yara. Need a fortitude save.
7.
Okay. It takes a bite out of your shadow for 7 piercing damage, and you see its shadow begin to... Oh, hold on. Uh-oh. That was a crit. Because you got a 7 and the DC is 17. Uh-oh. That's more damage. Hold on.
It's too late for me to use my hero point, is it not? On the fortitude save?
Fortitude.
I will give you a reprieve here because things are looking grim.
You are so gracious.
And it's our first combat in the official one.
I have a question, if you don't mind.
Not a crit, though. Yeah.
So the first bite hit for 21, right?
Yep.
-2. So 19.
Mm-hmm.
The second bite, that's not an addition. Huh?
Fortitude save, no
Fortitude
AC.
save.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to keep all this in my brain. All right, cool. Thank you.
Okay. So, still the 7 damage then. But you do see it take a bite out of your shadow, and its shadow begins to grow larger in the process. Then it will try and bite you physically. 17 versus your AC.
That hits, and I am knocked out.
Oh no!
Shit.
Yara goes down. Yara falls to the ground. Uh-oh. A rash attack. The Temagir turns towards you, sensing another threat, and will try to bite you. 14.
That matches.
Ooh. That is a hit. For
Yes.
4 piercing damage. Okay. Arcelia. This one that is in front of you is looking very badly hurt. It will try and bite you. More specifically, to bite your shadow first.
Okay. 17.
That is just barely a save. As you narrowly get out of the way of it trying to bite your shadow, it turns, looking a bit frantic. This wounded animal tries to bite you. Its eerie stare just seems to penetrate your gaze. Horrific. This thing tries to bite you again. Ooh, 27. What's your AC?
That's gonna hit. 18.
Ooh, not a crit. That's for 8 piercing damage.
Alright, I have 1 hit point.
Okay. Second bite attack. Oh no!
As it bites me, I am bleeding profusely from my various wounds, and it chomps down on my arm, and I shake it off. I will use my orc ferocity. So I essentially are still at 1 hit point.
Okay. Otherwise, you would have been knocked down. That's it for the Temagir's turn. Adronis, you are currently down, and the way that dying works in this game is a little bit different than, say, 5e. A lot of us are familiar with the 5e dying conditions where players have to make death saving throws. They work different here. Essentially, your initiative immediately moves to directly before the creature that knocked you down. So we have to do that for Yara and Adronis. And you gain the Dying 1 condition. If the effect that knocked you out was a critical success from the attacker or the result of your critical failure, you gain the Dying 2 condition instead. If you have the Wounded condition, increase the value by your wounded value. If the damage came from a non-lethal attack or effect, you don't gain the Dying condition. You are instead unconscious with 0 hit points. So yeah, you're knocked out. It's not quite the same as like a death saving throw. But it can be bad, because if anything else happens to you, your dying condition can get worse, and if it hits 4, you are dead.
What so how does hero points are to be used? Are they to be used?
You can use hero points to basically stabilize yourself. You're not back up with 1 HP or anything, but you're not dying anymore.
Am I dying now? Or am I just knocked out?
You are dying right now. You're a dying one.
Alright, I'll use my hero point to stabilize then.
Okay.
Do I have to make a roll or anything or no?
No.
Okay.
You're going to use your hero point and stabilize yourself. Okay. Rashtok.
Yes.
Oh, actually, sorry,
No.
Adronis, you don't get to do that just yet. You have to wait.
Okay.
It's not, you don't get to do it yet. Your turn hasn't come up. You got moved to ahead of the Temagir when you went down.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Rashtok.
Yes. I have a plan, and boy, do I hope it works. Looking at my claws, essence of swamp upon them, I begin to flex and use something I don't think anyone has seen before. My muscles begin to bulge, and I form an image in my mind, one of an ogre, a titan. I begin to tap into blood that is in my heritage. I do not like this one bit. I pull back and swing with the form of a titan, hoping to push this beast back and help Yara. A titan swing. This gains 2 extra dice of damage.
Very nice. I believe you have to make a D20 roll, flat D20 roll for this as well, yes?
I roll an attack and just add damage.
No, but are you using your special thing?
I am, but I need to do that after, I believe.
Okay.
I make the attack and then I deal with the consequences.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll 2 additional D4 as this hits.
I roll max damage for everything, but there's a little more. This is a 22, as it is a magic attack. This deals magic damage.
Excellent. Unfortunately, that doesn't matter in this case.
Fair, but it does
you get a plus
add.
1.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I mean. It's a 22 if it's a crit. That's why I message it.
Okay, it is not a crit.
Fair, but still 12 damage, and I shove it back 5 feet away from us.
You leave a rending wound in this creature as you strike it with your Magic Fang Titan Swing. Still have 1 action left, I believe.
I have 2 action points remaining.
To use Magic Fang, it's 2.
Magic Fang was last round.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I would like to use heal with 2 actions upon Yara.
Before you do that, I need a flat D20.
That's very good.
You need to beat a 5. Okay?
It's a 14.
Wonder what that's about.
I do. I get a little hungry, though. And a 2 action, which is a heal.
Okay. So please roll a... you get 8 plus a D8. I think we can set up the roll to actually
I'll
roll
do
some
that
healing.
after this.
There's
That is
also, due to my
16
curse,
health for you.
it'll be 15 due to my curse.
Fair. Get up!
Yara, you are still prone on the ground, but you feel yourself come back to consciousness. I would just like to point out max damage on the extra damage for the Titan Swing and max healing on the heal. Clutch, Arashtak. Clutch. Hell yes. Okay.
If I could sweat, I would be.
Arcelia, it is your turn.
It's time for you to die.
A 16 is just enough. How do you kill it?
I would like to cleave its head straight off with my axe.
You lop the head off, expecting a spray of blood. Instead, there is a fountain of shadows that spill upwards and then suddenly fall flat, fade, and stop moving around the creature as it falls to the ground.
I would immediately move this way, making my way towards the ones that had just been shoved back for my second action. And then I will cleave again. Oh, fuck.
Ooh, that is a critical failure.
I'm going to use my hero point.
Okay.
13.
By the way, Arashtak, I'm going to give you a hero point for your turn.
Thank you.
That was very well done.
Thank you.
Okay. Arcelia with a 13. That unfortunately is a miss. As you rush up, you're probably a bit more wounded than you think. And as you're like rushing to attack, you stumble a little bit and you take a breath and you say, "Oh no, this is very bad." But unfortunately, that is a miss.
I breathe deeply. I am heaving breath behind this creature, appearing to be in a frenzy as I'm actively bleeding on the battlefield.
Yes. Adronis, now you can use your hero point if you would like to stabilize.
Yep, I think it's a good idea to do that.
Okay. Now, just to clarify the way that the hero points work for death and stabilization, you have to spend any hero points you have. So all of them get spent when you use this, just so you all are aware. So if you have 3, you use them all to do this, not just 1. Okay. You are stabilized. That is it for your turn. Yara, as far as I understand, we don't switch back to the original turn order. I think you still stay in front of the Temagir. So it is your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use an action to stand. So that's going to be one of the 3. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to... Oh, boy. I'm going to go ahead and cast Heal at a distance. Actually, I'm not sure if he's within range, so... I don't think Adronis is within range for me right now.
It's 30 feet.
Yeah.
35, I checked.
Yeah, no, that's 45. Crap, okay. Well, I guess with that then, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just use heal on Arcelia at 2 actions here. So let's see what we're looking at. So that would be 8 plus 5.
Okay, 13.
13. Continue on, darling. That's my turn.
Okay. The Temagir. Okay, the one that is over by Adronis will actually move away, and using its umbral leap, it jumps through the shadows, teleporting next to you, Arashtak. Leaping out of the shadows, it will then try to bite at... oh, actually, I'm sorry. It cannot use this. I am sorry.
Good.
I goofed. It will instead run towards you. And it will then try and do its shadow bite. I need a fortitude save.
Yes. This will be with a +1 due to the spell from before. A 20.
Excellent. That is a save. You see the creature trying to catch your shadow, and you narrowly avoid it.
That is mine.
It will then try to bite at you physically. A 21.
That overcomes a 14.
That for 6 piercing damage. It bites into you. Okay, there is one on the left there. It is sensed you, Arcelia, right next to it. It turns wildly and will try and bite your shadow.
25.
That is a save. Very nice. You dodge out of the way, including your shadow, from this creature's bite. It will then turn and try to bite you. Ooh, 25.
That's a hit.
For 5 piercing damage.
Hold fast!
And its last attack is a critical fail. It tries to bite you and misses. You completely dodge out of the way. It sort of spins, looking a bit wild, trying to realize what's going on in this fight. Arashtak, it's your turn.
Can you help Patronus?
I'll go ahead and I'll wiggle a potion from my belt. I suppose so, if I can get over there.
I will attempt to help and hold this one.
All right.
I move with 5 feet, not taking any reactions, positioning myself.
Okay.
I do not wish to, but I will dive deep yet again, tempting the fates.
So I'm sorry. I just have to catch you here. You can't move the 5 feet. That is without triggering reactions. You still have to take an action to do the step.
Oh, I know. I was using an action and preventing a reaction.
Okay.
That is it.
All right.
You get back, making yet another attack with my claws. That is a 12.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. You strike, moving a little too slowly this time. You're not quite used to this bulky form as you try and strike. Was this a Titan swing?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to roll another d20, another flat d20. Now it is a 10 difficulty.
Yes. That is 1.
Uh-oh.
I still attack, but I miss.
It is a miss. Okay. So.
I begin to grow weaker.
When you have a backfire on your ability, what happens?
Oh, I become enfeebled one and clumsy one.
Make sure to mark that on your token.
I will.
Wonder what that's about.
It is not pleasant.
Rashtak, are you done for your turn?
I do have one more action, and I will attempt a normal attack as my final. Though I cannot recall if enfeebled affects that, I will mark it on my character sheet first before I add it on my token. So it is
When you're enfeebled, you take a status penalty equal to the condition value to strength-based rolls and difficulty checks, including strength-based melee attack rolls, strength-based damage rolls, and athletics checks.
Yes.
Clumsy is dex-based checks and DCs, AC, reflex saves, range attack rolls, and skill checks using acrobatics, stealth, and thievery.
I've marked it on my sheet, so it at least will be added here. And I make my second attack, which just misses, at least.
You strike, and it is a slow telegraphed attack, and it is a miss as the nimble Temagir dodges out of the way. Okay.
Hold it. Yeah.
Arcelia, it's your turn.
I'm going to try to take this thing down as quickly as I can.
17 is a hit.
9 plus cold damage.
Very nice.
Again.
Second attack is a miss. You can see that your first attack was very deep, though. This creature is barely hanging on. With your axe striking it, it is just bleeding shadow. You have one more action. What do you do?
I'm just going to swing again. Die! 10.
10, unfortunately, is a miss. You swing and miss as your axe sails through the air. Okay. I just have to check on unconscious because I think you might be making a roll now, Adronis.
Oh, okay.
To see if you can actually potentially wake up.
I think that's if he has 1 or more HP.
Ah, yes, that is correct.
Unfortunately.
Okay. It's essentially a turn skip for now. Yara, it's your turn.
So this creature that's near Arcelia, how bad is it looking right now?
Pretty bad.
Like really bad? I shall opt to try and mitigate some damage here. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take a step back. And you'll see me take a deep breath. And then I'll just start coughing out this dust from my mouth. As I cast Ancient Dust in a cone that affects this creature. It'll do... It's the spellcasting modifier plus a saving throw here for Fortitude.
Okay. Fortitude save. Uh-oh. It's a critical success. Creature is unaffected.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I'm rolling ridiculous today.
Okay, so I am gonna go ahead then and take this opportunity, I suppose, to just utilize my last... oh no, I did move already, so that would have been a action, but I would still have 20 feet of movement, or is it one of those things where I can't use it after I've already used it up?
You can use it.
I think you can still use it.
You can move.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move whenever.
All right. So I'm going to move behind, it's 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move on over near Orashtak. And that's my turn.
Just use the lizard as a tank. Okay.
I tried!
I'm trying.
Yeah, it kind of... Orashtak kind of looks like you breathed that ancient dust on him right now. His scales are a little cracked and broken, and he's not looking so great. And unfortunately, it is the Temagir's turn. The one that is by you, Arashchak, will try and bite your shadow. Need a fortitude save.
Yes. 21.
Success. Very nice. It tries to bite your shadow, and you dodge out of the way, Arashchak. The next one, it will try to bite you. 23 to hit.
Definitely hits. And I fall unconscious.
Uh-oh. Arashchak falls to the ground with dying 1. Unfortunately, Arashchak, it will try to bite you again because it is still in the middle of its turn and it's fighting you. So I need to check on this. Is this, when you're unconscious, does it get an automatic success on this attack?
I think so. You take a -4 status penalty to your AC, perception,
yeah.
and reflex.
Yeah, you're flat-footed, blinded, and yeah.
Oof, rough. Okay.
So it's not automatic.
Okay, it will try and bite with its second attack. It has to beat a 10. That is a crit. You take 2 dying conditions. You're a dying 3 right now, Arashchak. Okay. The Temagir next to you, Arcelia, will try and bite your shadow. I need a fortitude save.
24.
Woo! Coming in clutch with those fortitude saves. Very nice. And then it will try and bite you. Oof. 26 to hit.
Nice.
For 6 piercing damage. Second attack. Oh no!
I go down.
Celia, I believe that is a crit. So you have dying 2. This is not looking good. That is it for the Temagir's turn. Arashchak, you have moved up. Arcelia, you have moved up the turn order. Dronis, you are skipped for now. Yara, it's your turn.
All right, I go ahead and I start clinking through my belt and I pull out a potion and I unclink it. I uncork it. I have Arashchak in range of me, so I should be able to go ahead and feed that to him. So there's going to be a 1d8 of healing for 7 points of healing.
Okay.
All right, that's 1. Shit. And I am going to go ahead and utilize my eerie flicker again.
Okay. What does it look like when you use your eerie flicker?
You'll start seeing me kind of phase in and out into this blue and gold mist again, and what happens is I'll kind of start stepping back and forth, and it's kind of like a mirage almost until I disappear for a moment. And with that, let's see here. I am concealed for 1 round. And I believe I have to make a roll here, so it's a DC 10. I made a note last time for that.
Yes. Oh no.
And I fail that.
You have a backlash, unfortunately. Okay. So... I just need to double check. I think... I'm not able to find this super quick here. So we're gonna say that the effect still happens, but you suffer the backlash. Because I wasn't sure if it happened right away. But it's not good when you have your backlash. For right now, your body flickers momentarily into the ethereal plane. Become concealed for 1 round. And the flat check for concealment applies to the strike that would have hit you. Actually, is this a reaction?
Oh, it does not say that it's a reaction.
Sounds like it is.
It's his bonus.
It is.
Trigger. Yes, that would be
it is a trigger.
Reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, so then I wouldn't have been able to use that anyway.
Yep. So it actually, So essentially, you get to use it as a reaction. So you don't use this yet. However, I'm gonna give you a break because this is looking very bleak right now. I'm gonna say that that was just a misuse of this, and we're going to say that you didn't use it. You made a mistake.
Okay. Well, I gave him a potion then, so that means then that I haven't used my actions. I have 2 left. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize, how much is that? 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go ahead and stride over to Adronis.
Okay.
And I'll uncork the second potion. God, this is the last thing that I have. Drink up. I'll go ahead and I'll open his mouth and pour it in for 1d8 of healing. That is 1 point.
It's just a 1d8. There's no plus.
I don't see any plus on it. Let me go ahead and add it again. Yeah. Let's see. Where are you?
I close my eyes.
Yeah, 1d8.
It's a lesser healing potion?
Minor, yeah.
A minor, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Minor healing potion.
Just 1d8.
Yeah, that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. Adronis, you feel horrible, but you're no longer unconscious.
Good morning!
Oh. Is everyone okay?
No! So start hitting things or something, please!
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Rashtak, it is your turn.
Yes. Slightly wounded, but not dying anymore. I use 1 action to stand from prone. Thankfully, my magic fang stays. It is not sustained. It lasts for 10 rounds. This is the 3rd.
Also, just to be clear, anybody that has returned from dying, you have the wounded condition.
Yes.
You're at wounded 1.
Yes.
If you already have the wounded condition, your wounded condition value increases by 1. If you gain the dying condition while wounded, increase the dying condition's value by your wounded value. The wounded condition ends if someone successfully restores hit points to you with treat wounds, or if you are restored to full hit points and rest for 10 minutes. Did you receive a wound, Arcelia? I don't think you did.
Yes.
You get it
as
after
a consequence.
Oh, for your
Orc ferocity.
Okay. Well, you are not technically dead just yet.
No, not yet.
Okay. Rashtak.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a standard attack against this one with Magic Fang as my second action. Fucking hell. Misses.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Yes. I have, if I'm not mistaken or remembering, if I were to say to spell, I would be attacked, yes.
Melee reach. Attack of opportunity.
But they don't have it. It doesn't work the same way in 2E.
Correct, that's why I'm asking.
Oh. I'll look up.
Because if I knew, I would not do it in for potential of collapsing and dying.
You are not sure. I can't tell you if it will. Some creatures have it and some creatures don't.
I'm looking for you.
Well,
here goes casting spell rules.
It's more if they... Yes, but I want to know in general if a spell can.
It can.
That's what I was wondering.
Technically,
okay.
It can.
That's why I was wondering. Just the baseline. Not this creature in particular.
You don't know.
Is it a bonus action to see if I know what this creature can do? I don't know if knowledge is bonus or an action.
So it is considered, it's a special kind of roll here. This is a skill roll.
Yes, that's why I was wondering. I was looking to see under actions.
You did get some information from Lemma, but I don't think...
It wasn't enough to know this.
I don't think you know. Yeah, I don't think you know.
Yes. In nature, recall knowledge is indeed an action. Okay, let me see. There might be a spell that... Wait. Yes.
This is a pretty desperate situation, though, Rashtok.
It is. It is. She is down. Question on hero points. Can you force an enemy to re-roll an attack?
Oh, good question. I do not think so.
I don't think so either, but I want to know for reasons that are dire.
You can spend one hero point to re-roll a check. You must use the second result. The way that is worded, it does not say your check.
It says, hey, so that makes me think.
So hold on. Neither of these is an action. You can spend a hero points even if you aren't able to act. You can spend a hero point on behalf of your familiar or animal companion. It doesn't say that you're able to spend a hero point on someone else, but the way that they word this,
can't.
It says that you spend one hero point to re-roll a check. So I assume that it would just have to be a check, and you just keep the second result.
Okay.
I feel like we've got some kind of complicated bullshit about to happen.
Oh, it's just me attempting to use a spell and hope that I can roll if I get maybe crit on or something.
Okay.
If it incurs a reaction attack. Fair enough. I will Ray of Frost the one near Arcelia with frost dripping off of my claw in the hope that I can finish it off, seeing as it is very bloodied. I need to remove an enemy if I can.
Okay.
That is a 22 to hit. With
How do you kill it?
Cold damage. I go straight into its mouth as I see it take a breath, and I wish to freeze its lungs so it may not take another. Yeah.
Absolutely. You see the freezing attack shoot out from Orashtak's fingertip as this creature is frozen from the mouth out. And what else are you doing on your turn? It does not have a reaction, by the way.
I thank the Mosquito Witch for this blessing. One down!
Let's keep it coming, come on!
And that is all I do.
Alrighty. Okay. Arcelia.
Things are not looking very good. I'm at dying 2, wounded 1. But I have a question.
Yes.
Do I have that hero point from the shill show where I made that terrible joke about Triceratops?
Of course. I wasn't making that up.
Okay, I want to use my hero point to stabilize. Because I am going to just die here.
I can be bribed. This is not off of the table.
It was a good joke, by the way.
Thank you. I'm just gonna take a nap here.
Also in large part because I feel horrible for how insanely hard this fight is, and because I really don't want to redraw character portraits.
You've rolled 4 crits today!
I'm rolling like the damn demon. I have to give you guys whatever I can.
Already planning my other character.
I don't want to redo this! This is too much work!
Totally human next.
I will be!
Literally everybody human next.
Yup.
Okay. Arcelia,
fine.
you are stabilized.
Thank you.
I don't know if the wound... I think the wound stays, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stabilization, you get a wound.
Yeah, I'm wounded. So you're wounded too?
Yes.
The Temagir.
No, we go before. Oh,
Excuse me?
never mind. Is it the one that downed you? I thought you said we stay before it,
You do.
in front of it.
Arcelia went.
and
She's done.
it's my turn, right?
No.
No, I thought I was before it. Okay.
You
already
were. It's gone all the
acted.
way around.
Yeah, it passed your turn, and then I rezzed you with the potion.
Yes.
Oh, so it puts me back behind. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
No, you're still in front of it, but everybody else moved down. Like everybody else's turn order got messed up.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like a
Yeah.
conveyor belt. Okay, I got
Yeah.
it.
Taking
bonkers.
shifts in the dirt, yeah.
It's nice.
I need to make a roll for something. Oh,
Is that good or bad? I don't like O's.
I hope it's a good O!
it's very good for you. The Temagir sort of looks around a bit wildly and will survey what is happening and will use its umbral leap. Oh, I'm sorry. This one can't. It's just going to run.
Do I get a reaction attack?
Only if you have
With
an
my-
attack of opportunity feat,
Yeah, you have
and
to
you
have
do
it.
not.
I do not. I see. I thought melee claws might. I just wanted to know.
This will run, and it's going to use all 3 of its actions to run. Seeing that it is all alone, it runs away. You are out of combat.
Is it still in my sight? Because I have a range of 120 feet for the Ray of Frost I don't have. Never mind. Oh, I do have 1 left. I'm a little angry.
So technically, yes. It's just barely in range.
I'm hoping maybe it will fucking die.
22, is that, did you just roll that right now?
No, I did not. An 8.
The Ray of Frost blasts out from Arashtak's fingertip.
Arcelia!
And this Temagir disappears as you are now out of combat.
I gather my skirts and I run over to Arcelia, and I'm going to go ahead and start trying to treat her wounds.
Very well. I need a check for that, I believe.
Yes. So I am, I believe, trained in medicine. Yes. So that would be a DC 15.
Okay.
15.
Ooh. Treat the wounds. And I think that you are able to remove the wound, yes? 10 minutes treating one living creature. Temporarily immune to treat wounds. Action for 1 hour. Let's see.
It doesn't say anything about the actual wounds. It's hit
For the
points.
ability?
Yeah. There is also though. What is it? Administer first aid, but that's for a dying creature, and technically she's not dying. So.
Okay. Well, 2d8 for the hit points.
Alrighty. Six points of
Celia
healing.
is healed for 6.
It says, if you have enough time, you can get rid of the wounded condition. The condition goes away regardless of its current value if someone successfully restores hit points by using the medicine skill to treat wounds.
Yeah.
So they all go away.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the wounded condition is removed, yes. But it does take 10 minutes of you treating. Celia?
Are you all alright?
No.
Right.
I begin to wolf down some rations, and a little color returns to my scales as a result.
I took off one of its heads.
I saw that.
You did well.
Is everyone alive?
Everyone is alive.
I'm just gonna lay here for a moment.
Alright.
I take out my healer's kit.
I do not think I'm going to make it. As I remove my hand from my ribs, pools of blood is pouring from it.
Help him. I'll take care of myself.
Just take me back to the south and...
You'll be fine.
No. I'm going to go ahead then and also try to treat wounds on him after 10 minutes pass.
Sure.
Me working on her.
That is a
13.
fail, unfortunately. You are not able to restore hit points. You're not able to fix the wounded condition. And I think you are unable to do so again for an hour.
It's fine, just leave me in.
No, these are very bad. These are very bad.
No, I'll come and help.
Help.
I look like I'm gathering some herbs around me and mashing them into some poultices and adding it to my healer's kit. And I walk over untreated myself.
You're going to treat yourself?
I am not. I am untreated. And I go over to Adronis instead.
You can't. It's anyone treating him for an hour.
Oh. I look and see that, and...
It's fine, it's my fault. I was bad positioning, surrounded.
You will survive, but you will hurt for a while.
Indeed. Let's wrap him up. Wrap him up.
Yes.
I guess trying to be the center of attention can bite back sometimes, Adronis.
So it would seem you had quite a few of them around you. Thank you for holding their attention.
Yeah. My footing failed. I failed my sister.
It happens, and no, you didn't. We won, and you are alive, and so are we. That is enough. And I begin to put poultices on my own wounds and attempt to treat mine own. I am indeed using nature instead of medicine, and it does say if I'm in the wilderness, I have easier access to fresh ingredients, which can give me a +2 to this. At GM's discretion and determination,
Absolutely.
of course.
You're on the edge of the wildwood right now.
That, thankfully, would be a 17, but still makes it.
Absolutely.
And I can remove my wounds now. finding them, and I do believe this gets me, you said, at 2d8?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. If you're trained in medicine.
I am, but also
Yes.
trained in nature, which means this would work instead regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And I somehow put myself at full.
Oh. I touch my abdomen and I'm bleeding profusely. So I'm gonna...
Should you wish me to help you?
If you'd like.
I can. I've got some extras. This will sting more than your... Well, your physiology may not like this so much.
Oh,
I will
wonderful.
attempt again using the materials around me. With a not success at all. Your physiology really doesn't like this. I'm gonna use my other hero point.
So, I just want to clarify. When you go out and you go search for herbs, that takes you time. This isn't an instantaneous thing. So every time you go out for herbs, this is going to take you about an hour. To go look
I
for
needed
herbs.
time anyway between myself and her.
Okay.
But I will use a hero point to not have a crit fail.
Okay.
That put me at 0 of those. I'll be back. I do not think these will work for you.
But I have my kit here. Have you ever stitched anything before?
Fair. You can use yours. I still need to get more herbs. I'll just maybe not treat you.
All right.
And I don't treat her, but still override that fail. Yeah.
All right.
Go out to get some herbs to replenish my stock. I'll be back, and I leave.
And since he didn't treat me, am I able then to roll, or would we still count this as an attempt where I would be immune for an hour?
Sorry, clarify that again?
So, he used a hero point to basically
To reroll.
not do what he just did.
Yeah, he just is gathering herbs. So he still has to make medicine checks. He just gets
Okay.
a
Well,
bonus.
what I was going to do was just...
Oh,
if
you
you're
can use
okay with
nature.
it.
You can use nature instead of medicine to treat wounds. Got it.
Correct. And in this case, since I failed, I'm using my hero point.
Yeah, to reroll. So you would have
Right.
to. Yeah, it would have to be after an hour. But yes, you can make the roll.
Could I use that and just negate the roll so she can attempt to treat herself in 10 minutes instead of an hour? I'm still going to use my hero point to just cancel it out. I'm basically going, I don't want to reroll, I just want to undo it. Is that a thing?
Undo it? No.
As in just go, I'm not doing this anymore. If no, I will take an hour and reroll.
I don't understand. You want to undo what thing? You already rolled for the nature check to go.
Correct.
He wants to
I'm
use
basically
his hero
saying
point to take away the roll. Period.
It's basically going, I'm going to do it, never mind. I failed once, I don't want it to be a crit fail.
So I mean, you have to roll and take the second
Okay,
roll.
if it
is
has
the-
to,
It's
that's
for
fine.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. I just wanted to
It's specifically in the rules for the hero point that you roll a second time and you take that roll.
Totally fair.
Yeah.
Totally fair. I was deferring to her, but I will re-roll that. It'll be an hour.
It's all right. Not too
I'll
bad.
be back in an hour.
As we are waiting, I will sidle up next to Adronis and sit down next to him, sitting shoulder to shoulder.
Reminds me of when we first met.
Oh. I would like to gently snake my arm around your shoulders and hold you against my side. Those scars are going to look very nice on you.
Yes, you and your scars. Yep. Stories to tell.
I've heard with many people that scars are a thing you can show off, and it's supposed to be attractive, so maybe it'll help you.
Yep, right. Yes. I love how did you get your scar? Well, I failed miserably against two things that eat shadows from the front and the back, apparently.
But did you fail? You're still here.
Yes, you're right.
You failed nothing.
Just don't want to lose more people.
We've lost no one today.
You're right. But we probably want to get moving. If it works anyway, like wolves do, they typically alert, bring more back. Tactics and all.
These are no wolves. You saw how they reacted to the cold iron. Besides, we need to wait for Arashtak to return.
Yeah.
Are you going to be alright?
I do not know.
Do you want me to shake you?
I might bleed out. You do.
The wrapping is quite fragile.
Oh.
Actually.
Yeah. Yara, are you okay?
Been better. Perhaps we relocate somewhere not so in the open. If we see Arashtak, then we'll bring him over.
Before we go, we should have a closer look. We have not seen them up close.
Oh. The deceased ones, yes. I can prop myself up against this tree if you want to investigate.
All right, that is not what I thought you were going to say. Very good.
I'll help you up.
Thank you. Oh, I'll just be over here. Resting.
All right. You want to go take a look then?
Yes. Will you join me?
Certainly.
I would like to have a closer look at these creatures.
Very well.
Are they like anything that I've read about before?
You can go ahead and make me an esoteric lore roll.
Might she have assistance as I'm there helping her look, or since it's lore, maybe not?
This would be lore, so I don't think you have anything that might be able to help. What specifically do you have for lore?
Only undead.
Nope.
Okay.
I would take like lore First World or lore Fae, but unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Okay, a 16. These creatures are definitely the Temagirs that Lemma spoke about, Arcelia. They are dog-like in shape, somewhere between a dog and a hyena. They have that sort of dog-like snout, more like a hyena's, I guess. Big fangs, bigger than a dog, closer to a hyena. So the head is a little bit more hyena-like. The neck, like those muscles there, are very thick and rugged. Very strong bites, as you personally experienced. And the eye sockets are just so off-putting. Strange, shadow, spherical, and horrific. These creatures, as Lemma said, embody the fear of the dark.
Wretched thing.
Are
about 8 feet long, about 500 pounds or so.
I know this is a weird question, but is there any like viscera? Like since they've been slashed, are there any insides kind of present?
No. You see shadows, but there doesn't appear to be any sort of internal organs.
Are we able to collect the ichor by any chance?
What would you use?
I've got some empty bottles.
Yes. You might have something in your medical kit that can help us extract some ichor. Perhaps for closer study.
I'll take a medicine check.
All right, let me just try and... That is a 10.
I don't think so. It's very difficult to sort of gather. It's like a shadow. It's like trying to capture a shadow. You can't quite do it. It doesn't move like water. It doesn't move like innards or anything along those lines. It's ethereal, and your hand just kind of moves through it. Yet the creature seems to have flesh.
Strange.
Off-putting.
That is to be sure. Very off-putting.
Well, at least we know that they can be slain. That's good enough for me.
Indeed. All right, well, since there's nothing for us to find here, shall we go and rest with Adronis while we wait for a rush talk?
Let's go.
Right.
Yes, I think sage does indeed help that wound. They're like a human, yes. Sage is good. I've heard that. That can help. Burning it can calm the nerves and. Yes. Hello.
There you are.
Yes, I think I found something that can aid your physiology.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So shall I take a go at Adronis and then, you can patch me up?
Yes. I think that would be wise.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my healer's kit and just grab my needles and thread and everything and start trying to stitch him back up.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm a healer, by the way.
No offense, I thought it wasn't supposed to hurt this much.
Oh,
okay. Well, I don't know what it's done. Perhaps it's an effect of your shadow.
Let's see. Treat wounds. This is a critical failure. You take 1d8 damage, Adronis.
I'm down.
Yes, you are.
I'm dying. 2.
At least it's 1 damage.
Adronis falls unconscious. Doesn't look good. Blood spilling out.
Finish it. Here. And I uncork another minor healing potion and pour it down his throat. That is an expense I wish we hadn't used.
I'll hold his head while you... Oh, yes.
Yeah. 5 HP. I've quintupled what he had previously.
So I have 2 wounds now?
Yeah, wound 2.
Adronis.
No, no more.
You're fine. You're fine.
Just let me die. Okay.
You're not going to die. I'll take my finger and wipe some of the liquid off his lip and give his cheek a little pat. You're fine.
Build character.
Listen. That scar's gonna get worse.
Yes, I know. It's atrocious. I don't know.
Just lay me here. Can we rest? Can we set up camp somewhere, please?
I'll carry you if I have to.
I'm pretty sure you said that women like scars, Adronis.
In the same place. Could we at least put it somewhere else?
I mean, a nasty scar. It shows that if a scar is nasty, that it was a particularly ferocious battle, does it not?
And it's bigger and nastier now.
So you are welcome.
They are correct.
Vesna, please. I didn't ask for this. Not that I rolled for it. Alright, fine. I should have flipped a coin earlier. Lady Luck herself would have granted me pardon. I can cook. Alright, I'll do that.
What are you doing?
Camp! I want to rest and
Great.
something.
You do that by sitting there and not getting anywhere near my cooking implements.
I need to contribute.
Great. Why don't you keep watch? You don't have to move for that.
I promise this time it'll be edible.
No.
Everything's
Fine.
edible once, Adronis.
Alright. Fine, I'll look in this direction.
Very good job dodging that one.
Yes, I tried. I did not want to taste
I'm
any
still
desert
here,
specials
and
again.
you're right
What?
next to me, and I can hear what you're saying.
I'll start setting up the tents.
It's down, Yara.
Wasn't that bad?
Right?
Say, you're not allergic to sage, are you?
No, not last I checked.
Oh, good. That doesn't seem very effective, though. That's an 11.
Okay, that is just a failure, unfortunately. Applying these herbs and whatnot and trying to treat Yara's wound doesn't go so well for you, Arashtak. It's not a critical fail. You don't actually hurt Yara, but
No.
it's not great.
Well, I apologize, but I do not think this will work for you. I need to find different herbs.
It is all right. It is all right. We'll get some rest and worry about that momentarily.
I saw a good cluster of trees over here that might provide some good cover. I'm going to go check it out real quick.
Right.
So, if you're going to be camping, we can assume that you're going to keep trying to treat each other's wounds and stuff every hour, whenever possible.
Yes.
Okay. So, it is, I believe it's afternoon. Arcelia is going to set up the camp. Arcelia got an 18 on that roll. So, how shall we do this? If you're going to keep trying to treat wounds, I don't know if you can get the other benefits. Like the other ways that you can help out in the camp with cooking and the other stuff.
How does you don't? So if we rest, I get the wounds go away, right?
I don't know if they do actually. Resting
I think that's what I read.
Resting is not necessarily it's not a cure-all like it is in 5e really. Let me see. It is a downtime mode action. Entire day and night resting during downtime to recover hit points equal to your con modifier multiplied by twice your level. But I don't see anything that says that it cures wounds.
Wounded conditions ended when you are restored to hit points, full hit points, restores HP with treat wounds, or restored to full HP and rest for 10 minutes.
So you have to be restored to full HP first.
Or given a successful treat wounds.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
so what if perhaps we have Arashtak go ahead and cook and I will handle all of the wounds and what have you?
All right, that seems good.
All right.
I begin to pull all of my cooking implements out of my bag of holding.
Also, just a clarification, with the temporary HP, just so everybody tries to remember, temporary HP doesn't stack, so it's always overwritten by whichever one is more powerful. So just be aware if you get any temporary HP, try to remember that.
Ah, if you get lower, then it does not add any benefit then.
Correct.
Okay. It doesn't override it if it's lower. That's good to know.
Temporary HP is always drained first. Okay.
All right. I'll do a survival for cooking then.
Okay.
17.
Okay. Roll a d4, Arashtak.
1.
Everybody gets 1 temporary HP from Arashtak's cooking. Which is better than nothing. That can save your life.
It is.
It's good food. It's filling and it is warm as night begins to encroach upon the camp. Yara, we'll say that you can make 3 more treat wounds before you would have to rest, or you can continue on without a rest.
Well, let us see first how that goes, and we'll gauge how I'd like to move forward.
Okay.
All right, roll number 1. That is a 20.
Okay, and who's this on?
This is going to be Adronis.
Okay.
So that is going to be...
I don't know. I don't know if you should come near me.
It is
with
all
that.
right. It is all right. It is all right. All right, I've put numbing cream on this. You should be okay. All right?
Okay.
All right? Just going to couple more stitches and you'll be fine. All right, there we are. There we are. And I believe that was
Let me know when you
28.
start.
I've already started, darling. You're almost done.
Oh, I wasn't really worried or anything. I was just...
Well, I've had to cut away some of the flesh because it was rendered so horrifically so that it could not be stitched together. If you've ever seen perhaps like a burn, for instance, sometimes you have to cut away the extra skin, and this was a similar situation. It was very disgusting.
That's the horrific scar that the women will like.
Yes, but I've made it a little bit more flush with your skin. I just have to pull that over a bit more. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Mm.
And that's 9 points of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I stand behind Yara and I just give a thumbs up from behind her down at Adronis.
All right. You ever seen someone stitch themselves? No? All right, well, it's about to be disgusting. And I'm going to lean back and attempt to stitch my own wounds. Could somebody just apply that for me? Please.
Someone hold that. I am currently dealing with this stew.
I just need you to apply this
Okay,
bit
fine,
here.
fine.
Yes, because if I pass out mid-stitch, it's going to be very horrific.
But what if we both pass out mid-stitch?
Well, don't pass out. You're just going to apply that cream to the outskirts, all right?
Okay.
That's all. It's just a poultice.
If you both pass out, I'll slap you both awake.
Actually, wouldn't mind that.
Not going. Okay. All right.
Humans are weird.
And I'm going to go ahead and start stitching myself. 23. It's actually quite easier on yourself once you get past the mind-numbing pain of bleeding profusely from your
I got
abdomen.
it. Don't worry. I need to cut the excess skin off.
Oh, no. Just pinch that for me. Just pinch it.
Oh, okay.
That's all. Yep. All right.
I love that you can do treat wounds on yourself. It's so ridiculous.
I mean, thank God.
It does specify it that you can target yourself. Yes.
And I am back up to full HP.
Excellent.
So I don't need to cut anything off.
No. You are fine. I am fine. We're all fine.
So, you enjoy a meal, and you rest as night falls on the area just outside the Wildwood. You know that you only have a short amount of time before this ritual is completed at Seven Arches. And you sit with the campfire, warming you after a pretty deadly fight versus these creatures. What's everybody look like around the campfire?
I am. You're good. I'm in my feelings. I'm kind of off by myself, leaning against a tree in and out of sleep, thinking about home and trying to understand where I went wrong in the fight. If I would have stepped slightly to the left, maybe parry. Cannot fail again.
If there's no one going over to him, I'd perhaps sit down next to him. I see you are beating yourself up.
Well, I should have done better. I should have not scouted ahead. I should have waited. The grass was high.
None of that. We are a team. Are we not?
Yes. But if I would have done better, no one would have went down. You would have been hurt.
If I would have done better, you would be fine as well. We all make mistakes, and they are not the all-encompassing source of our personality. So don't let it become yours. Right?
Yeah. You're right. It's just that ever since we all got together, it's... I've always felt a step behind. I don't want to do that again.
Well, how about then you and I make a little promise to each other?
What's that?
We'll both try to be better. Without beating ourselves up.
It's a bad habit, but I'll work on it.
Very good. There is improvement to be had for everyone. Those things were nasty. And we survived it. And we were missing one of our own.
Yeah, there's that.
It could have gone a lot worse.
We lost track of her. I saw the direction that they went into, and I was too focused on the gates.
That is all right.
Next time, I will survey the land and make sure that we have an advantage on steps and positioning. I've also could have struck a little bit faster. But I was preserving. I was thinking about others over myself. Maybe that's my flaw. It will be corrected.
I would argue in a team scenario, thinking of others is quite right, actually. I mean, it wasn't as effective as last time, but, well, I'll pull my hair back and you'll see the cracks in my skin.
Yeah, don't. Do those ever go away?
I just need some rest. It's a lot of energy that comes out of me, so much so that it breaks out of me, I suppose. I don't quite know exactly the full depths of it, I suppose, but I believe that if you are thinking of me, and I am thinking of you, and we are thinking of our colleagues, and they are thinking of us, then there's not quite much point to thinking only of ourselves, no?
Yeah. I guess. Completely different from my teachings, but you grow and adjust.
Indeed. You know, I've noticed something. And I feel like you have more to tell. But if you would like not to, you don't have to. You said
my hair fine.
You humans earlier.
Yes.
Are you not human?
Of course I'm human. Do I not look it? Everything is in place. I bleed.
I bleed as well.
That's new to me, I think. No, I saw it.
Yes, you've seen it multiple times.
Very
now.
confused at
I even got that one nosebleed that one time Marcelia hugged me.
Right. But yeah, what would make you think that I'm not human?
If you would not like to talk about it, that is fine.
Talk about what? I have human features.
You do.
My Verisian background.
I have human features too.
I lived in a desert. There's a lot of things out there that may look human, but they may not be human, but, you know, say, it's a thing.
I will not pry any longer.
Did you see something that make you think any different? I was out for a little while. I don't know what.
No. Just seems peculiar for a human. It's kind of like, you know when Janet comes to fruition, and she says, "Those humans and their nasty smells."
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I believe. Maybe I
and
was.
their ugly personas.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Right.
I was just joking after what she would say.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
Humans are weird.
Indeed.
I mean, we are weird.
Well, that
go
wasn't odd verbiage. You were fine in that sentence.
Yeah. Just making sure. Wouldn't want you to get any ideas.
Any ideas? Certainly not.
And it meant that in a positive way, not a negative.
It is all right.
I have a perfectly fine way of speaking as well. You know, the Varisians and nomads, they pick up things all the time.
If you keep talking, I'm going to ask you to lift your little headband thing, and then we'll have to prove things. But if you drop it now, I'll drop it as well.
Why would you go to the hair? This
Your
is
ears,
to
Tommy?
keep the hair out of... There's nothing wrong with my ears. I hear fine.
Well,
Do I not look like your average human?
oh, certainly you do. You also made mention, though, about lifespan at one point, I believe,
Who? What?
when you were talking.
What did?
This was a while ago.
What did I say?
I don't recall exactly, but it was very peculiar. Would you like me to keep prodding? Or would you like to drop it?
Lifespan. Oh. That was a joke.
Very good.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
What human would live that long?
A human would,
It's
indeed.
wild.
Yes.
Unless, you know, I did hear about certain humans being able to break the mystery of health and long age by potions, magic,
You are continuing.
vampirism.
So, do you know your mother and your father, any chance?
Of course I know them. They birthed me.
Ah, what are their names?
I don't know and give out all my family.
I'll tell you my
Just-
sister's name.
Then I'll only tell you my sister's name.
Well, my parents are dead. That's not fair.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have to speak on them.
It's fine. I'm just messing with you, Jonas.
It's very hot out here.
Indeed, indeed. Let's drink some.
Middle of winter.
Do we have ale
Ale?
or anything? Some wine.
I
I used some ale for the stew.
stole some tea from Arashta. I don't know if it's good to drink, but I figured that it's probably good.
Oh no, that might be the numbing one.
This one again.
You've been through enough trauma today. I think I'll give you a break and warn you of that one. All right. Perfect.
I won't drink it. Whew. Wow. They seem to be, everyone got hurt. I appreciate you going out of your way to making sure everyone's okay. We should definitely go back and make sure that there's no shadow beasts eating someone's shadow.
You also owe me a potion.
But I do not have the money for it.
That's all right. You can have the money when we get back to town, and miraculously it shall appear in my hand so that I might save your ass another time.
Did I hear potion?
Yes,
No,
yes, you
I'm
did,
broke.
Arash Talk. He's going to buy me potions when we get back to town. Isn't that
What about
lovely?
these? Fixing your mistake.
Oh, you can buy him a potion as well. Wonderful.
Why does good deeds cost so much?
I have more stew. It has ale in it.
Ooh, yes.
Will it cost me?
No.
Don't get any ideas. I heard. No. All right, let's go back and eat. I don't see much out there. Oh, yep, that's it. Mm-hmm.
Be careful. Be careful.
Reminders.
Just because you're all stitched up doesn't mean that you're not, it won't pop, and then the flesh will go again, and then I'll have to go ahead and restitch you, and perhaps I'll have to use a supplemental, or perhaps I'll have to do some sort of a
it's fine.
grafting. I can
No,
cut
absolutely.
some skin from your ass
You
and
should go
apply
first.
it.
You should go
That
first.
would be perfect.
Go. I will watch your back.
You know that's where you get, like, when you're trying to do some sort of like a suture that's not quite fitting, you cut it from the meaty parts of the body, right?
Right. Here, please stand and go ahead. I will watch and make sure nothing else is around.
Certainly. Would you like some help up, or
Oh, no, I can get it.
I help him up?
Mm-hmm.
There we are. Very good.
Thank you. I'll be right behind you.
I am sitting next to Arash Talk, writing into my journal, helping myself to a second bowl of stew.
How close did you make camp to the Temagears?
Oh, I would have put us away from it.
Okay.
Several yards at the minimum.
Within eyesight of it, or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't like this.
You wouldn't have liked it if we said we're close either. He would have said the same thing because he's cruel like that.
We're only a few hours away from the real Seven Arches, I believe.
Don't need all the rest we can get.
Yes. Welcome back. I have stew.
It's very good.
Is your tea numbing?
Which one?
Oh. Well, I found this tea.
You seem to find a lot of things, Adronis.
Yes.
It's not a numbing one. That one's delicious.
Oh, great.
Has hints of bergamot. It was the numbing one. Don't steal my things.
When does the start to tell the
Not that quick, yes.
No.
I don't label them because I don't need to.
Is that what I sounded like?
Pretty close, but you were also very drunk.
I bet he wishes he was drunk.
I bet he does. The last of the stew had the stew had the last of the ale.
Careful not to bite your tongue.
You need more treatment if you did.
Oh, that.
Anytime Adronis tries to drink anything, it just kind of falls back out of his mouth.
Just trying to eat stew like.
It'll wear off in about an hour. I think. How much did you sip there?
That was a very
About
good
an
gulp.
hour. You drank a lot more of it, Arcelia.
Okay.
The tent is over there if you'd like it.
Yes. Good night.
Bye.
He shouldn't steal.
No, he found it.
He found it in my bandolier of herbs?
He's quite sneaky.
I can tell. I'm kind of impressed, but...
Not surprised. No.
Alright, I might attempt to curl up myself. It's been a day.
Indeed.
I'll be up for a bit longer, so I'll keep watch.
Are you certain?
I'm fine. You'd be surprised how many times I've fallen down in the dirt and bled all over the place and almost died.
Oh. Well, how about we take some sort of a shift so that you can get some rest as well?
Oh,
Wise.
all right.
Good night.
I suppose it is you and I who are taking shifts.
Yes, I suppose so.
All right.
Okay, I need some checks. So since you all have taken multiple jobs in this situation, we're gonna have you make some saving throws. It's gonna be fortitude saves for Arcelia and Yara.
13.
7.
Okie doke. You are not gonna get an extra bonus here for the good camp. However, you can make me perception checks, and then I need a will save from everybody.
What's got you distracted, Yara?
Definitely not. Definitely not you.
Okay. Very well. You are up for some time. Are there any other scenes you want to have, or shall we fast forward into the night?
I eat a lot of stew. That's it.
I fumble and write in my journal.
Very well. Night falls upon the camp and the group. Shifts being taken between Yara and Arcelia throughout the night. The good quality camp is going to give Arashtak and Adronis an extra hero point.
Oh.
And morning comes without any incident. You all begin to wake up.
Adronis, wake up.
Why am I? Wait, huh? Oh, I'm alive.
What are you doing?
Huh? Nothing. I guess I had a really interesting dream. Okay, I guess it was a dream. It's a dream. It's today. We're alive. Okay.
I pinch you.
Yes. Oh, not bleeding. Okay. All right. How was your day? Did anything attack us? Apparently not, if we're still here.
It was quite uneventful.
Okay. The others.
You would see your Ashtok out at the camp.
For
Fire. Cooking.
For your recovery during your downtime, the way that it works basically is that you get you hit points equal to your Constitution modifier with a minimum of 1 multiplied by 2.
It's 2.
Woo! Heal 2 hit points.
Yuck.
I did have a medicine check that we didn't roll because there were 3 that we were planning on doing, but I only did 2. Is there anybody who still has some need for hit points? Okay. Go ahead and I'll roll that.
In the middle of the night, I'm like, oh, can you look at this wound here? Is it...
Yes.
Horrible purple bruise.
Oh, is it festering?
Oh, goodness.
I can't tell if the smell is coming from that or the food.
Let us clean this out, shall we? And that is a 15.
Just enough.
Or 8 hit points.
Okay.
Has anyone ever told you that you're good with your hands?
Oh.
I barely feel a thing.
Well, that might be the cream I've put on the outskirts. It numbs it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course. Of course. This should be en route to being less horrific looking. It was quite nasty.
I have a question. While you're like bent close and looking at my wounds, what do you smell like?
I think that I would smell like a mix of sandalwood and wildflowers.
All right. I'll keep a mental note of that, but I won't say anything about it.
All right. You are all set.
Right. We'll finish the rest of the watch.
So morning has come without any incidents through the night. Everyone is waking up for the day. What do you do?
After doing my morning rituals, I would start some breakfast. You probably smell some sausages and maybe some eggs I scavenged.
I'm going to climb a tree that's near the camp and try to get a survey of the area, since the grass was too high for me to scout on foot.
Okay. It'll be pretty difficult because you're sort of entering a forest. So you can make a perception check. But it will be very tough.
I'd have it.
Yeah, it's really tough to get a good visual here. I mean, you're entering like a thicker forest, and you can only see so far, you know.
I'll come down from the tree and just start, just kind of in my head, just planning a path with the most clarity while everyone else is getting ready.
I'll be working on packing up the camp.
Okay.
I will.
We can assume that the horses are nearby because you did manage to dismount your horses before that fight.
I will be attempting to do a number of stretches and push-ups and pull-ups in the tree just to see my motion of range of motion with my wounds.
Yeah, things are a bit tight. And there's a muscle mommy scene for sure. As we just, we see Arcelia working out a little bit. But otherwise, what's the plan?
Is there any water around here anywhere? No, right?
I mean, you passed by a river
okay.
On the way here. It was a few miles back.
Okay, never mind. All right.
We can assume that if you crossed the river, you probably would have filled the water skin.
Yeah, so I was making sure. Okay. We should get going. We do not have much time. Still need to travel.
The daylight will be in our favor.
Yes. I think so too. And to pack up my cooking implements after I clean them.
All right. I mount my horse.
Very well.
We do the same.
All right, I follow suit.
Yes, same.
2 and 2?
2 and
Yes.
2.
You know the direction still, yes?
Yes, I believe that we turn the camp smartly in the direction we need to go. Should be a straight shot from here.
The map here, if you'd like to reference it.
Yes.
I'll hand it over.
Thank you. Looks like we're currently right here. And we need to just travel downs. Might need to make a slight change in our direction a little bit once we get down, probably about within an hour. Other than that, it's smooth sailing unless something else attacks us. Let's try to not go too deep into shadows.
Yes, that may be not possible at a certain point in the woods.
Yes, it's pretty thick with trees. I tried to scout ahead. All right. Up. I kick the horse gently and start a small trot.
Very well. You all.
I will cast light upon my staff as we get a little darker and darker in the woods. It lasts for an entire day.
You all begin your journey through the wildwood. Whoever's leading the way, survival check for the map.
I don't know who's with me, but it's 2 and 2, so we're both. It's 2 of us in front.
I would be up front with you as
Okay.
normally the scout.
So someone can be the person
I'll
in
aid.
charge. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I suck.
Both survival checks.
Yes.
15.
Okay. You don't help or hinder here, Adronis, but a 15. You're able to roughly keep things on track here, Arashtak, as you make your way through the wildwood. That leaves Arcelia and Yara on lookout to make perception checks.
I'm a little distracted this morning. I just can't help but look at Yara a little more than our surroundings.
You maybe catch the attention of Arcelia here and there as you are keeping an eye out here, Yara. You can hear Adronis and Arashtak ahead of you, helping to organize the direction, making sure to avoid any large obstacles through this forest.
Let's cross that 3.
Do I have something on my face, Arcelia?
Oh, no.
I know where to go.
It's quiet, isn't
I
it?
understand where to go, I
Yes.
think.
You all right?
And there's a 3.
Yes. Do you see anything?
Not as of yet.
Maybe.
Looks like it is smooth sailing for now.
It looks about right.
They're doing a good job guiding us.
All right, you two, keep an eye out.
Indeed.
We should be coming up to something soon.
All right.
Most of the day is spent on this journey through the wildwood. You can tell that you are getting close to this actual location of the Seven Arches now, Arashtak.
We are very, very close. I see. I think I'm starting to see some stonework that's not natural.
Yes. I believe you are correct.
Are you two ready?
Do you think we should dismount now?
I was just thinking that. Let's look for a clearing area to make sure that the horses are okay. A couple of trees next to each other.
That looks like a good spot to secure the horses.
Yara, you notice something. There is a clearing that seems to be up ahead. And there is a shadowy line that seems to cross the clearing, beyond which the tall grasses look dark and colorless, like charcoal sketches of themselves.
Hold.
No.
You see that? Over there in the clearing.
Where am I looking? Down, up, left, right?
Over this way.
Oh.
Look at the grass.
In the ground there's a line.
Yes. Well, good news is I think we found what we were looking for.
So, what shall we light all the torches? Make sure we have very bright light with us.
I have this, at least. As my staff glows brightly when I remove my hand from the spot that was cast upon it.
Good. I want to make sure I keep a hand free.
I'll dismount and begin to gather the reins of the horses and help them secure to a nearby tree.
I won't tie it too tight just in case they need to run away.
Prepared for a quick extraction if we need to leave.
Yes.
Right. Seeing what happened last time. We stay together 2 and 2.
Indeed.
Need a great distance, I'll take something head on. And Yara and Arasak, you should probably make sure that you're not in harm's way, if possible.
I do what I can, but I will help if I need.
Is everyone prepared?
As prepared as we'll be. I'm low on supplies, so I'll have to rely on our innate abilities, unfortunately, if anything happens.
Shall we then? Might we suggest taking your weapons out if they're not already?
Yeah, way ahead of you. And I make sure I re-secure my buckler to make sure it's tight. Alright.
My shield and apply it to my arm in unison.
Draw out my steel shield.
And Karasia, let us lead.
I would like stealth checks from everybody.
Wow. This is so funny.
How?
I mean, I know why I have it.
Yes, yes.
The lowest is an 18. Amazing.
That's
Okay.
the +0.
Okay.
That includes my
Where were these
penalty
during the
from
fight?
armor.
Where were these during the fight, huh?
It's probably more important now, actually.
It really is. Okay. As you begin to move into this field of shadow, I'm going to need fortitude saves.
$24.
Ooh, 2 fails.
20.
Yara and Adronis, unfortunately. As you begin to move through this shadow, you're able to keep quiet, but there's this strange feeling. This bending and twisting of the air and plants, waving and shifting as you move. It seems very peculiar, and your bodies are sort of pulled and pushed as you make your way through this field of shadows. I need you both to take 7 force damage.
I'll keep my quiet, but I feel it. It hits me right in the wound.
It feels like you're twisting, like your body is contorting into wrong shapes. Arcelia, Arashtak, you would see strange distortions where they move. Arashtak and Arcelia, you can make Arcana checks.
What is happening?
I'm going to hero point that, I think.
Okay.
15.
You're not sure what's happening here. You can tell that it is some kind of magic.
Does my light spell have any effect upon it?
Your light is warped and distorted.
Warp's magical light, interesting. Careful. Magic.
Have I ever read about haunts that might be something like this?
No. This is not considered a haunt.
Make sure we stick together.
Keep moving forward.
Remember the direction of the horses.
We are in danger. Be on the ready.
I push forward.
Perception checks. Yara, you hear something in the distance. It is barely there, but you hear something that sounded like a horse. You thought it was yours maybe at first, but it's definitely ahead of you, not behind.
Did you all hear that?
No.
What did you hear?
I heard a horse in front of us.
In front of us.
It sounded like mine, but surely not.
Unless our directions are misled. It could also be their camp.
I'm hurt. And just look down at the wound and is bleeding. We need to get out of here. And push forward.
I can use my healing spell now if you wish, Adronis.
Oh. Use it when you think it's more important.
We need information.
Should we dash through? As quietly as possible.
Where
Steady. Slow. Quiet.
You're right, dashing will not be good. Take our time.
Let's go then.
Stealth checks. it down. Keep it still. Can't complete the ritual if it keeps moving around, damn it.
You have to stop whatever that is.
Let's go.
Before we go, did you hear what they said?
Ritual.
Ritual, yes.
I heard. Keep it down. That animal should be our first target. If they cannot complete the ritual without that, it buys us time.
Disruption.
Yes. They're not anywhere unless it is just death upon a ritual circle. And it may not matter how it happens.
Just don't go in a circle. I will,
I mean, if you take out the animal for the ritual in a ritual circle, you may be doing a job for them.
Oh, I can never do that.
No, we're
So
gonna
why don't you
help
take
it escape.
Yes, I can go out there and try to get their attention. But, look down at my wound. If things go bad, you leave. At once. All together.
Patronus, let me draw their attention. You'll move faster than I do. You might have a better chance of disrupting whatever's going to be happening there.
Alright.
Do you wish for a very powerful spell upon them?
Might hit the animal.
2.
Remember 2 and 2.
Okay, let's go.
Let's
I will
go.
stay with Arcelia. All right?
I'll stay with you, Atronus.
I may have to move in the front, but we'll do what we can. Let's go.
You begin to rush outwards, and please add yourselves to this map. As you see 3 oak stewards around a horned horse, all white and bucking as they begin to... It looks like they're trying to hold it down. One of them is near the front of this beast, and it looks like it has some sort of saw of sorts. Select your tokens, and please roll a stealth initiative. Remember to select your tokens first.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll again.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
I'm hero pointing that, man.
Okay, so the first roll was a 23.
That's better.
Ugh. Rolling like a demon today.
Until combat happens.
Exactly. The 19 came right after. It's gonna be bad.
Okay. Rashtok, it is your turn. As you come across this ritual, you see the 7 arches before you. You see this horse-like creature. Everybody can make a lore check, nature related or
Arcana?
no.
Cult, since it's a
No.
ritual? Really? Okay.
No, this
Can I
isn't
do
really.
esoteric because it's a creature?
Also, I got
You
a
can
23, so
do-
I would be before a Rosh talk.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just sorry, I have
That's
to.
okay.
What the hell just happened? I can't get into roll 20 now.
Be careful, that horse has something dangerous inside of his head.
Y'all, I just rolled 2 nat 20s back to back. What the?
All these nat 20s for this combat at the beginning?
I wish it was later.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, having some technical difficulties. Okay, I am having issues. So, let's see here.
Another browser?
Different problem. You guys all get ready to fight, and you see the Oak Stewards around this creature. Arashtak and Arcelia. This is a unicorn that they have. This unicorn looks like it is suffering. They are doing something to this creature. It's somehow involved in this ritual, whatever it is that Lemma Feldthorn began to talk to you about. And as you approach, you can see them turn to you, and they don't seem to see you in time. Arashtak, what are you doing?
First question, is the unicorn clearly injured, bleeding, that sort of thing?
Yes.
I see, but I do believe Yara is before me with a 23.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you are correct. Sorry, I cannot adjust the turn order right now.
That is all right.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and ready my shield first and foremost. I did have it prior to combat, but I would assume it would be an action.
No, if you had it ready before combat, it's fine.
All right. Well, Arcelia, we're the distraction, right?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Let's make some noise.
That's fine.
Get the unicorn off of that if you can.
Yes. Hello, darlings! And I'll go ahead and I will take a step forward.
You take a step forward. And that is where we are going to end our session today.